Hi there, it's Roy Breton here. I hope you're doing well. Today on my thumbnail I have the title Essential YouTube Starter Kit, What Equipment You Need. So I'm talking more about a PC. Obviously if you're using your mobile phone you kind of just use it as a mobile phone as a video. Most of the videos I make, to be fair, are from a PC, either my laptop or my desktop. So the first thing I would look at is the microphone. Now obviously it's kind of quite nice to not be wearing a headset, but I do find the most reliable and seems to, for me, to give the best sound quality is this Sennheiser. I'm not saying, I'm sure if I'm saying that correctly, but you see I purchased this on the 17th of September 21, so I've had it for 3.5 years, no problems, and I really brought it more for something I use called Dragon Naturally Speaking, but it also works well for videos. As far as I know, it seems to be fairly clear, my videos. So that was, well, I think it was about this price when I purchased it, £56. This is on Amazon. I don't use Amazon that much, but on this occasion I did, but I'm trying not to. So the other microphone I've used is this one, which pins on your jumper or shirt, whatever, and it's quite discreet. Now I must admit I haven't used that lately. Well, I suppose one reason I like the headset is this headset here that we're just looking at. Is it's on my desk, I'm using it all the time, so it's very, very convenient. But this is not a bad alternative. And thirdly, now I went to buy another microphone at the time, bearing in mind this is July 2020, and it was out of stock, so I ended up buying something that was recommended on ratings and what have you. You can see it's got 4.5 stars and 4,016 ratings. Now personally, my video quality or not the video quality, the sound quality on the videos rather, wasn't that brilliant with it. So it's still sitting on my desk here, but I'm not really using it. Sometimes I'll use it on a Zoom call, but for video making I didn't find this as good. Now there are alternatives out there which are better, and it's probably something I will look at for the future, but for the moment I'm just using this this headset here, the Sennheiser one, and it seems to work absolutely well. Absolutely fine. The next thing you need, depending on your room, and I'm not an expert on this, but this is what I've been using. This isn't identical to mine, but it's very similar. The one I actually purchased is not available anymore. Mine's not actually a coloured one, it's just a plain kind of white light, but it has got adjustable settings, and it's actually on now. It's sitting on my desktop computer and sort of shining on me, so if it was a bit dull it just sort of lightens me up a bit, and that just plugs into a USB, so that's fairly straightforward. But there's a number of different ones available, but they're pretty cheap. Like this one here was £15. And then now if you've got a laptop, you've probably already got a camera within the laptop. I believe most laptops have a camera on them, but as I'm on a desktop, so I'm using this Logitech C920 HD Pro webcam, and I've had that I don't know how long I've had that, probably about 3.5 years actually. Seems to have been fine, pretty straightforward, and like I say, I'm using it right now, and I'm not using the microphone on it. It has got a microphone. I haven't tried that. I'm using my headset, as I mentioned, but that's £72. Now there are cheaper ones available, but I spoke to several people, done some research, and with the reviews this seemed to be as good as anything. 4.6 reviews to over 10,000 ratings, so got quite a few ratings. And then another thing that I use, and there may be more things available, but when I first started out online, it seemed like most people use Camtasia, which is basically screen sharing software and video editing software all included. It's made by TechSmith, the manufacturer. They do a few products here. So I started off with Camtasia. I'm still using Camtasia today. You can see the pricing here. Individual subscription is £173.98 a year. Now, when I say a year, it's a one-off price. Now, what I do, I pay for something called maintenance, which let's bring this up. So, all I'm paying is the price of maintenance. Does it say? Doesn't actually say. I think it's about £40, but basically you get free upgrades. So you're always getting the latest features. You also have the software here. It says our software is always advancing, and so should you. With active Camtasia maintenance, you are guaranteed the latest version, which is good. And it says technical support via email, live chat, or over the phone. And I've used over the phone and email, and it's very good because if I don't understand how to do something, they will help me. And then I'm also doing this Camtasia certification course, which I'm doing right now. I've carried out the first course, and now I'm starting the second. That's fairly comprehensive, but it helps you to use the software better, and you do get a certification certificate. And something else I use, let's go back. So let's go to products. And Snagit is like a cheaper version of Camtasia. I brought Snagit after I brought Camtasia. I use it more for doing screenshots, or if I'm making a video about Camtasia, I use Snagit. The price for this is £60, and once again you can do maintenance. So I also do maintenance. I only paid the one-off fee, and here you can see it talks about assets, and then there's also a bundle of Snagit and Camtasia, which I would recommend if you have the money. But so they're the two things that I use for making my video. Like I say, most of them are made in Camtasia, but a few are made in Snagit. Then something else we can have is what is called Camtasia assets. So that these assets, there are free assets available. I have the paid version. So if you want to put in, let's say we write woodland, if I can spell it. So this is in images. So I've got a picture of woodlands. We can use, because I've got the paid version, I can use all these. There's lots of them. Now let's see. Let's go to videos. All videos, and let's click the same thing. And that. I know we've got sort of like woodland scenes, and these are actually moving. So as you can see, like that. So that's quite useful. The assets aren't particularly cheap, to be fair. If let's go back here, and products, assets for Camtasia. I think they're about £180, I believe. Let me just go back again. Products. Let's go to buy. Yeah, 193.43. Now, so they do have special offers on sometimes, so it's worth looking out for those. And this is an annual fee, so it's not cheap. But I must admit, it's very useful to be able to add to your videos. But this is like an extra. This is kind of like a bonus. The first thing I would go with headset, light, just to give you that boost, make you clearer. And I would go with Camtasia or Snagit. So there's Camtasia, there's Snagit. So it's the choice is yours, but all I can say is keep it simple. And one final important thing is it's important to have a quiet space to make your videos. I'm in my little home office here, really like a spare room, but it's ideal. It's a place where I can shut the door and I can create videos which you don't particularly want the background noise in videos, and it's also a place to focus and get your work done. And I also use Dell computer. I've always used Dell. I've always been happy with them. I'm sure there's many other manufacturers you can use, but regarding a computer, just especially if you're doing videos, get something with at least an i5 an i5 processor, and with at least I'd say like 16 gigabytes of RAM, just to speed things up. If you can go more, do that, because it's always better to be overpowered than underpowered. I'm using in this computer an i9 processor with 64 gigabytes, which is kind of slightly overkill, but because sometimes I'm doing a few things at once, it's better to be overpowered than underpowered. So if you've got any questions on this video, I'm here to help, but I'll leave a link in this video to Camtasia. The other products are on Amazon, and if you've got any questions on this video, I'm here to try and help. Thanks very much for watching.